Welcome to this week's vlog, and what a week it's been. None of us could imagine that we'd be facing into another huge challenge with DEFRA and the government. But late on Tuesday, with no warning, no ability to plan, the Sustainable Farming Incentive was closed for applications. Many of you are left with open applications, having spent money on consultants, and now are told that you won't be able to access the scheme, despite being assured that you would be given 6 weeks' notice of any planned closure. This is simply unacceptable. We saw the steepest cuts in BPS ever announced in the October budget, on the understanding that that money would be made available within the new environmental schemes. And we've always understood that there was an ambition to have at least 70% of the industry taking part in those schemes. We now know that approximately half of farmers are not in any of those schemes and have no ability now to access any of that cash in the next 12 months. We've urgently reacted with conversations with government, but we've also pulled together the Farming Roundtable, which is all the farming organisations for England. That'll be taking place early next week, and we have the Minister, Daniel Zeichner, also attending. But since the start, this stop-start policy of SFI has been a huge challenge. We had a massive underspend with the last government, and suddenly we've seen a huge increase in demand. The correct checks and balances have not been put in place by DEFRA. It doesn't appear that they've had the right financial controls over the scheme. And now many of you are facing a crisis within your business, which really is through no fault of your own. No ability to plan, no confidence for the future, and trust in our sponsoring department absolutely broken. And just this week, we've also published our confidence survey results. When we look at food security for the future, we all know that a confident industry, investing in infrastructure, in buildings, delivering sustainable food is in everybody's interests. But unfortunately, when we saw last year's confidence survey results, they were the lowest ever. And we didn't think they could get any lower. But what we've seen with the inheritance tax changes in the October budget, alongside the 18 months of awful weather that we've had, confidence has fallen to an all-time low. And an industry lacking confidence cannot and will not deliver for food security at what is such a crucial time when we look at the geopolitical situation around the world. It really is now incumbent on DEFRA to try and put a plan in place so that all of us have an understanding of what they want from food and farming for the future. How important is food production? How important is the environment? How will they meet the legislated targets? Because they're absolutely reliant on the farming industry being a key contributor to all of those things. And the critical element of this is rebuilding the confidence, trying to rebuild the trust so that we can work together to deliver the growth that this country needs, the food security that everyone wants to deliver, and thriving, profitable rural businesses, which at the moment looks like a distant memory. So we will do everything we can to try and find solutions that make it possible to access some of this money. We've pulled together the Food Farming Environment Board for an urgent meeting on Monday where we can look at some proposals around how we might provide solutions to DEFRA. We'll keep you updated throughout the week. I hope that you are enjoying this better spell of weather and managing to get some land work done, that calving and lambing is going okay, and we'll do everything we can to keep you updated over the course of the next week. Thank you very much for listening.